Hey, this is Todd from Jeep Speed Shop. We're here to show our two battery boxes. We have a single and a dual battery box. Both will work in any of the engine applications in a 2007 to 2014 Jeep Wrangler. Our battery boxes will work with the Chevy LS and with the Hemis. These battery boxes will work with any application. If you have a 3.8, 3.6, 5.7 up to 7.4 liter Hemi, it'll work with the truck Hemi, LX Hemis. It'll also, our battery boxes will work with any of the LS engines. They'll work with the car LS engines and the truck LS engines. Our single battery box is really good for the guys that have the LS engines, so you can get the heat out. Also works well with the Hemi engines. Moves the battery over, gives you more room. It's a key feature on a lot of the Jeeps with the bigger engines that put out a lot more heat. Battery box I recommend the most, the dual battery box. Works really good with the 3.8s and the 3.6s. If you guys have a 3.8 or a 3.6, put this battery box in, and then later if you change over to a Hemi or an LS, this battery box will work in our kit. The best thing about it is that it'll house any of the batteries, any of the stock configuration batteries, Odyssey, Die Hard, Deca, even the stock battery that was in the Jeep, or even an Optima. It also comes with a tip-up mount and battery hold down. It's really easy to install, works well also with the AEV snorkel, or any of the snorkels that we've used. The best part about this battery box is the extra battery. Having the extra battery for lighting, winching, ARB fridge, I think is necessary. So you have that extra security when you're out four-wheeling, out in the desert, any of the places out, Rubicon. We use it a lot there. It's nice to have two batteries for when we're running our fridge. Draining one battery, we have another battery to start on. This is our air cleaner bracket for the 5.7 truck Hemi. Also work with any of the LX Hemis, the car style LS3 or truck LS engines. It's really easy to mount. We have threaded holes in the side of the bracket, and this piece bolts right up to either the dual battery box or the single battery box. It'll also work with the Jeeps, the Hemis, and the LSs. If they have a AEV snorkel, this bracket will work. It's easy to mount. There's a bolt hole here and two bolts here. All the bolts and hardware come in our kit. So we're going to show right now the simple installation, really easy. So we're going to show you how to take the stock battery box out and then install a dual or a single battery box. Safety glasses, just in case you arc the battery, so you don't get battery acid in your eyes. Disconnect the negative battery cable first, and then the positive. So you can get the battery cables up out of the way. There's only one bolt in there. There's also, we're going to do the ground on the inner frame rail on the passenger side. Up out of the way. EVAP solenoid. Get it out of the way. Pull the mount on the battery. Put the battery out. There's one bolt on the top of the inner fender well. Loop bolt. There's one bolt in the bottom of the battery box. It takes a 10mm socket also. Tip them out, these four clips. You need to push all four in at the same time. On the bottom of the tip them, there's plugs that go to the front grille assembly. The green one and the white one. Now wiggle them a little bit so you can get them loose. Put pressure on them. There's four bolts in the bottom of the battery tray, the tip-up holder. You can pull those four bolts and also take a 10mm socket. On the single battery box, we offer a new tip-on holder that's a little taller to run the wiring underneath. Okay, now we gotta take the air cleaner off, air cleaner box. One hose, and use the 4 clips. A 16 socket on the throttle body. The air temp switch. Lift the lid off, pull it aside. The air filter, which we will be reusing. The battery box is held in by 3 grommets. Need to pull them loose. The battery box is glued together because of the snorkel, so you need to do a pry bar, squeeze it, undo it. There's 2 more bolts in the front. Also take a 10mm socket. Alright, that was easy. We need to reuse these 4 retainer clips in the dual and the single battery box. The retainer tool will hook to get up underneath the retainer clips. Pop them out. Retained all 4 clips. We also need to reuse the 3 grommets. 1, 2, and 3. They're kind of pressed in there, so you have to push them out with your finger. Now I'm going to demonstrate installing the dual battery box. The dual and the single battery box both install the same way.